Hi everyone, welcome back to Uni1 Email API's YouTube channel. In our previous video on sending emails with Ruby, we walked through Action Mailer, the built-in solution in Rails, and also looked at standalone Ruby email gems. We even touched on Mail, one of the most mature and flexible gems out there. In this video, we'll go deeper, working with attachments and inline images, plus advanced features like building, testing, and scheduling emails. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below, and let's get started. We have already covered how to send emails with the Mail gem. It uses the same SMTP settings we discussed earlier, but wraps all the low-level protocol details in a clean, Ruby-friendly domain-specific language. Start by installing the gem. You can run gem install mail or add this line to your gem file. Next, configure the delivery method by creating a setup file, for example, mailer.config.rb. Here, you require the Mail gem and set up SMTP with your provider's details, including hostname, port, username, password, authentication, and TLS settings. These keys correspond exactly to the SMTP settings we covered earlier. Building and sending a plain text email. Once configured, you can create a new email using mail.new, specifying the sender, recipient, subject, and body. To send the email, call deliver, which opens an SMTP session, delivers the message, and returns the mail object. If delivery fails, the bang method raises an error, so you can handle failures explicitly. All of this works with Ruby's built-in net, SMTP, and OpenSSL libraries, so no additional dependencies are required. Now let's take a look at how to send attachments and inline images in Ruby emails. The Mail gem gives you a clean DSL, so you can mix text, HTML, and files without touching any manual MIME code. Now let's define the plain text part of the email, then the HTML part. To attach a regular file, use this code. For an inline image, use this. Finally, we deliver it with the mail deliver command. Here's how it all works. Text part and HTML part create a multi-part alternative container automatically. Attachments adds a standard file attachment. Most email clients will show this with a paperclip icon. Attachments.inline sets a content ID header, and because we reference it in the HTML as cidchart.png, the image appears inside the message instead of as a download. Deliver sends the whole package in one SMTP transaction. Now let's look at a very lightweight gem which comes in handy if you want to write as little code as possible. Meet Pony. It wraps the Mail gem in one clean helper. A full send looks like this. Everything you already know about host, port, TLS, and credentials still applies. Pony just hides the boilerplate. And finally, letter opener. It replaces the real delivery method with a local preview. So when you call mail.deliver, the gem opens a browser tab and shows the exact HTML. No real SMTP needed. Perfect for development and design review. Both Pony and letter opener still use the Mail gem under the hood, so things like headers, attachments, and inline images behave exactly the same. In daily work, that shared core makes debugging easier. So use Pony when you want one-shot sends with minimal code, and letter opener when you want to preview emails without sending anything. Sending a single email during development is straightforward, but managing large personalized campaigns on a live server requires more care. You need to merge unique data for each recipient, ensure delivery reliability at scale, queue emails so they don't slow down your server, and test every template before sending it to real users. Personalization means inserting each user's unique data, like their name, balance, or reset token, into the email. Using the Mail gem, you can do this with simple Ruby string interpolation, similar to how Action Mailer works. What's happening here? The code loads one line at a time from customers, CSV, builds the body using format, and calls mail deliver. But here's something important. Each iteration opens a fresh SMTP session by default. That's fine for small batches, but if you're dealing with a huge list, that's going to slow things down significantly. So here's the fix. Wrap the loop in mail SMTP connection .new.start. This way, you reuse the same SMTP session across multiple emails, which saves time and resources. Now, regarding attachments, you add them with add file. But keep in mind, a new copy is transmitted with each email. That means if you're attaching large files, the whole run will slow down. A smarter approach for big PDFs is to put them online and include a download link instead. Scheduling emails is important because some messages, like password resets, need immediate delivery, while others, such as monthly reports, can wait for off-peak hours. Rails provides Deliver Later, which queues emails in the active job framework. A queue adapter like Sidekick processes jobs, handles retries automatically, and prevents your script from blocking. For Sidekick setup, use the following lines. Sidekick manages reconnects and retries with exponential backoff, and you can monitor jobs and failures via the Sidekick web UI. Scheduling in pure Ruby. Without Rails, you can also schedule tasks with gems like Rufus Scheduler, which runs cron-like jobs inside a persistent Ruby process. Template management and email testing. Ruby offers several template engines for building emails. ERB comes built in and lets you embed Ruby code inside HTML or plain text. Other popular engines like Haml, Slim, and Liquid provide alternative syntax styles or better separation between logic and markup. Your mailer renders these templates into complete strings, then wraps them in MIME containers for sending. When using an email API like Uni1, you can store reusable templates on the provider's side. Upload your HTML once, get a template ID, and send dynamic data only. Ideal for microservices sharing the same email style. Before sending to real recipients, use Uni1's email testing tool to check your code. It captures full SMTP session logs to catch issues before actual sending. For development previews without sending real emails, Ruby tools include Action Mailer previews, which show final HTML in the browser but don't test remote CSS or embedded images. Letter Opener, a development gem that opens each email in a new browser tab. Mailcatcher, a lightweight fake SMTP server running locally with a web UI for viewing emails. Version control and rollbacks. Always keep your email templates under version control like regular code. This way, when a designer updates branding or fixes a bug, you can review changes, test updates, and roll back quickly if necessary. With these practices, you'll be ready to build, test, schedule, and send emails reliably and at scale, whether in Rails or plain Ruby. If you need more information about sending emails with Ruby, find our related tutorial about SMTP and API methods for Ruby. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tutorials. See you on Uni1 YouTube channel.